Hannah Saunders will also be showing us what she got up to at a recent Afrofest. Yesterday saw the start of Afrofest, an event that celebrates African music, culture and heritage. Our reporter Hannah Saunders went along to see what it's all about.
In the city of Sheffield, what's been happening is we had the official launch of the Sheffield Afrofest 2015. That was done by the Lord Mayor himself, who attended. And we also had representatives from the local Care Force agency, who are basically partners of ours. We were trying to make people aware of what's going on.
I understand that it's Afrofest's first year. Why did it get decided that it was set up this year?
Well, the idea was, formed by Shelton Sitima. He told me about it last year, and that was like in September. And at that time, I jumped on board and we started organizing it. The fact that we couldn't do it last year was because of the time period it takes to organize a festival. We thought that it would be, if it's next year, we could have time to really work hard at it.
From now on, are you hoping to make it an annual event?
Yes, that's the whole idea, to make it an annual event. We had some obstacles that came our way during the time of organizing it, but we told ourselves that come rain, come thunder, we will have to do this Afrofest. The Sheffield Afrofest will go on, and it can only get bigger and bigger each year as it goes.
So what's special about today, the 25th? The
25th is actually officially Africa Day, besides being a bank holiday in the United Kingdom. It's officially Africa Day. It's a recognized day across the world, especially in Africa. So it's a time where African people, not just black people, also Asian Africans, white Africans, Chinese Africans, you'd be shocked they're there as well. It's a time that they celebrate, a day of African unity and stuff.
So what does Africa Day represent, and why is it so important to you to celebrate it?
Well, it represents, unity and togetherness of the African nation and celebration of culture. For me, it represents, the importance of making, people in general aware of African culture. So it just celebrates everything as a whole, in a nutshell, about Africa itself.
What is the aim of Afrofest? Do you think that Sheffield needs more exposure to African culture, or is it more a celebration for the people that are here?
Sheffield, basically, we've never had an event of this kind. So, it's one of those things whereby the people of Sheffield, they are made aware of, the different cultures that lie within the city itself. Of course, you've got Asian communities, you've got the Chinese communities as well. So what we're trying to do is just basically make aware of the people of Sheffield, of all ethnic origins, to come and enjoy what we have to offer.
Here we've been at the Afrofest today. We've been doing African drumming performances with a group who've only just started in January, and they're absolutely brilliant. We have a kids club from 5 until 6, and they learn more about techniques and how to safely use the drums without hurting their hands. But then with the adult group from 6 till 7, they learn the rhythms, mainly from Ghana. They learn how to play, and we make that ready for performances all over South Yorkshire and the North East.
Why did you think you wanted to get involved in Afrofest?
Well, to get involved in Afrofest, I think it's such an important thing to be a part of, because to immerse yourself in other cultures, I just find it really exciting and really fun. And to be able to take a group of people who might not have necessarily tried that before. It was really fun to like bring them to it and experience another culture, whether it's us, whether it's other groups, whether it's other music or acting or dancing. It's just nice to be able to see all the different things that are here in Sheffield.
How long have you been African drumming for?
Oh, I've been African drumming since I was 11 years old. It started off with something called Sounding Out at Oakwood School in Rotherham. And it was amazing. There was this guy who had come from Ghana to teach us the rhythms and like to play, and it was just, I don't know, I never even knew that I liked drumming before until then. And it was just the way that he was so energetic and so full of life, and the way that they taught us how to play was really exciting.
You say you do drumming and you teach drumming. What kind of people do you teach and who gets involved?
Oh, I teach after school clubs, like in primary education, some secondary schools sometimes. We do summer schools, after school clubs. So all ages really. I suppose drumming and music, for me, it just brings people together. And so I find it exciting to learn more about new music or some things that I haven't heard before, whether it's like from an older generation, the younger generation have their music now, and I just find it fun to learn all about it really.